May I take your drink order?
Yeah, I'll have a Scotch single malt on the rocks and a Shirley Temple with extra cherries for my wife.
That sounds good. I'll have exactly what the gentleman is having, and the lady will also have a Shirley Temple extra cherries.
Oh, no, actually, no, sir. I'd like...
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I got it. A Shirley Temple, please. Thank
You. You can't see the top of it, but it says hashtag alpha male dominant take control, but not controlling. Whatever that means. This is on my Facebook feed right now, and I don't know. It's weird. Like females don't know what the hell they want, man. They really just don't. It reminds me of a conversation I was in the group, and the female was like, one week she was like, older woman, and I guess she felt like the guy wasn't entertaining her enough. Like she was in her 50s, and the guy was just like, I ain't gotta do all the other stuff if we were 20, right? And she felt like, the women were saying like, you men talk about leading and controlling, and she's giving you an opportunity, and you need to entertain her. You need to treat her like a child, basically. You're saying, and blow her mind with conversation and things to do, right? And I kid you not, right? A week later, not even like 6 days, same people commenting in the group, right? Women. So another guy is on a woman's talking about a date she had, and the guy was monopolizing the conversation. He was talking about her. He was, being vocal and communicating. He wasn't being boring. What do you think the female said? Yeah, I think you shouldn't date him. He seems like he's too egotistical. You shouldn't date him. He seems like he's too much about himself. Like, wait a minute. The other guy wasn't doing enough. He wasn't, leading for you, right? So now this guy, he's taking charge. He's holding it down. He's letting you know who he is. Now you're saying he's talking too much, or he's not listening to you enough, right? So when the other guy was listening to you and letting you lead, or letting you, dictate the way the date should go, he wasn't man enough. And now this guy on a different example is he's doing too much because he's monopolizing the conversation and trying to show you who he is and what he's about. It's crazy, right? Like, you claim you want the guy to lead and take charge, but the moment he leads and takes charge is something you don't like, it's a problem. And that's, pick one, right? You can't have it either. Let the safe thing, what the guy who says, well, whatever she wants to do. And I'm not saying you do that all the time, but it's to the point now where dudes have given up and just like, whatever. If I do this, you don't like it, you're gonna complain. If I don't do this, you're not gonna like it, you're gonna complain. So I'm screwed either way, right? But you say you want him to lead and do all that stuff, but then shut the hell up when he does something that you might not like, because you're letting him do it. Like he doesn't. There's no book. There's no pamphlet on how to do these things, right? Like each woman is different. You like different things, so he's not. He's supposed to just know what tickles your fancy, right? Speaking of fancy, there's a clip of Fancy, the chick on Jamie Foxx show, giving an illustration of this, right? So she goes on a blind date. Guy is leading, right? He comes to pick her up and take her somewhere. She doesn't want to go, and part of the reason why she doesn't want to go is because he picked up a motorcycle, right? And the guy on the show was like, well, wait a minute. He tried to dictate the situation. He tried to lead. He tried to impress you by bringing a motorcycle, which you didn't want to get on. And now you're saying, well, he should have asked. He should have decided. He should have thought about me. Like, wait a minute. You want him to be in control, or don't you? Like, make up your freaking mind. Like, come on. I don't know. Chicks is...
Want a man to take charge. Every single woman wants a man to take charge.
I definitely want a man to take charge. I feel like I worry about work, I worry about my kids, I worry about what I'm doing, in terms of career. I want a guy to come up and to have the plan. I recently went on a date. The guy, not only did he show up on a motorcycle, which I wasn't getting on one, he said, so where do you want to go? And I thought, you had a week to plan this.
Right, and there was no thought in the fact that you might not want to get on the back of a motorcycle. Yes,
Yeah.
It happens all the time. What do you want to do? What do you
I want
to do?
a guy to come and say to me, this is where we're going. We're going to have a beautiful evening, and then we're going to go out for a walk on the beach. I want there to be a plan.
Chuck.
Right, ladies? Right? Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay. That's what you say. You say you want a plan, but let's be for real. When it comes down to it, what you want is your plan. You don't want my plan.
Okay.
Because, see, my plan was to show up on a motorcycle and impress you. But when I showed up, you're like, well, I ain't messing up my hair getting on no motorcycle like that. What, you crazy? Like, and then now I'm defeated. Now I'm defeated.
I'm Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Bethany, I like to take control in all aspects of a relationship.
You do.
In the bedroom, whether vacation, anything.
Because you want it the way you want it?
Exactly. If a guy makes a suggestion, I shut him down.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe when I'm single too. I don't know.
I'm guessing. Let him be a man, though. When do you not take his balls away by doing everything yourself?
It is what it is.
And are you single?
I am single.
Okay.
Oh, shocker!